my spoolies. Thank you. Hey guys, this is Lucy and today I am so excited because I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial with the Revolution Flawless 3 Resurrection palette. Now this palette I absolutely love. I love the packaging for one, and it's just got such pretty colours. Now I have actually opened this and swatched this because obviously I got it for Christmas, and I haven't actually worn this out, which is absolutely crazy. But I'm going to open this and we're going to do a tutorial with it today. I actually just wanted to say it's snowing. Like, insert a clip of the snow, because this snow literally was incredible. Like, it is incredible. Like, it's supposed to be snowing a lot more on Friday. This might be up on Friday actually, but I'm so happy. It's a day off. I had a day off today because it's freaking pouring down the snow, and I'm actually so happy right now. But without further ado, let's just get into the tutorial. So we're just going to take out this packaging. Now, I don't like these names at all. Oh god, I put the name card back in, I reassembled it all for you guys. I don't like the names because the bottom row was trying to be all smart, you know. So the bottom row, it says the makeup story based on believing in the Renaissance, which I don't like because now this shade is called On and this shade is called In. Like, these names are weird. Like, what is that supposed to tell me about what these colours are? Like, how's that supposed to tell me that's a warm taupe brown or that's a nice orangey shade? Like, how is that supposed to tell me? I don't know. So I'm just going to tuck my hair back so that it stays out of my face for when I am doing this. But I think I'm going to do a cut crease today, so if you guys want to learn how to do a autumnal cut crease, then keep on watching. I have actually done my eyebrows today, and just before we did this video, just to make it a lot more easier so I didn't have to do it. But I'm first going to base my eyes off with the Collection Lasting Perfection. This is old. I'm going to get a new one on in town on Saturday. And this is in the shade One Lemon. And then once I put that on my lid, I'm going to blend out with this buffing brush. Okay, so now that that is done, it just gets rid of the veininess. You don't have to do it, it just primes the eyes and makes the eyeshadow stay longer. And now I'm going to set that so that it doesn't turn all patchy with the shade Resurrection, which is just this bright white right in the corner of the palette. And I'm just going to be using this foundation brush because you can get a lot of product on there at once and you can do a big space at once, which is how I do it so quickly. So in this makeup tutorial, it really is vital to have a fluffy blending brush. This is vital in every single makeup tutorial, no matter whether you're just quickly rubbing a shade in the crease and going, even if it's one single eyeshadow. This is so important, because if you don't have a brush, say this brush is fine. This is my Revolution brush. This is the tapered one. This is a lot denser than this one. You can just see right here that this one is a lot denser than this one. And say this is not good for your crease. This is a packer brush, so just a fluffy blending brush is very, very good for this tutorial. But I'm first going to start off with the shade Restore, which is here. It's just like a cool toned brown, just to rub in the crease to use as our transition shade. You can see that it did add a bit of shadow to my crease and gave my eyes a bit more dimension, but it's nothing too serious. So now we're going to go into the shade Triumph, which is this kind of mustardy, orangey colour, and I'm just going to, again, blend this through my crease, focusing on the outer V. So now that that is blended in, I'm going to go in with the shade Story, which is this grungy red orange, which I'm obsessed with, can I just say. This is the perfect palette if you love orangey eyes and stuff like that. So I'm just going to, again, blend that. Most of this stuff is blending on the outer corner, but I am actually going to bring this one further in to add a lot more dimension. Okay, so that's blended in. You can see this is turning into such a nice look. I'm in love with it so far. So now we are going to go in with our next shade. Now this one is called Base. This is the one next to Story, and it's just a darker version of that red, and it's very, very pigmented. We're just going to take this just right on the outer part, but we're not going to blend it too much. Obviously you always want to blend your shadows no matter what you're doing. You're always going to need to blend it, but we're just going to focus it here. We're not going to blend it into the crease or anything. We're just going to blend it into the Story but mostly focus it down here, so when we do our cut crease it has a really, really nice fade. Okay, so now I've put that on the outer part of my lid, we're going to go on with the cut crease. So if you've never done a cut crease before, it does take a lot of practice, but it is fairly simple and easy to learn. So you're going to need a concealer of your choice, preferably a more full coverage one. I'm not saying this one is full coverage, it's just kind of like an average concealer, but this is just my everyday concealer, so I'm going to be using this, and then just a flat concealer brush. You don't want to be using a fluffy brush, this will not work, it will be disastrous, and plus this one has a very flat and fine tip, so it's very easy to work with and very easy to get right in, just up to the crease. So first I just like to put a bit of concealer onto my hand, so then you don't have to keep on dunking the brush, the applicator in and putting it onto the brush. It's just much easier this way. You want to just put your brush into it. You want to make sure your brush is completely flat before you do so, and then you just kind of want to follow along with your natural eye shape, because then it will look a lot more flattering, and you can just see I'm just working my way up here, and you just want to carve that out like that, and then you just want to follow right down to the lash line and blend this out so it's even. Okay, so once we have done that, this is kind of what it looks like. It will look much better at the end, don't you worry. I'm going to take this flat tapered brush again. We're going to do the opposite side to this because there's obviously still its product on it. So we're going to use this side here. And I'm going to go back into Resurrection, this white one here. And we're just going to set that because, again, just how we do with the primer, you don't want it to be splotchy and disgusting. I'm now going to do the same process with the other eye, and then I will be back. So now the normal thing to do is either put glitter on or put shimmer on. I'm going to put shimmer, you can use glitter. Glitter is an absolute pain in the bum to get off, just a heads up, but I do love glitter, so I would use that. But today it's going to be more convenient for people to be able to get hold of an eyeshadow palette with a shimmer rather than get hold of a loose glitter. So I'm just going to take this shade here, which is just this pinky shade called Reactivate, and I'm just going to take a flat brush from Studio London, and I'm just going to apply this all over the lid. Okay, so now that that is applied, I'm going to take this shade right here called Reawaken. I don't know what the difference is between these two. This one is slightly darker, but they're pretty much the same, so you can use any one. I'm going to use Reawaken because this one just looks absolutely stunning, and I'm just going to apply that right over the top of the one we just did. Alright, so now that is done, we've only got a few steps left. I'm just going to take this shade that we used earlier called Triumph, and I'm going to use this to slightly blend the shimmer into that. You can see that I just gave a nice blend so that it's not just shimmer, shadow. Do you know what I mean? It just gives a nice fade and makes it look a lot more subtle. Now, as we've still got concealer left on our hand, we might as well use it. So I'm just going to take that with the same flat brush. Again, never use a fluffy brush for concealer. And I'm going to just sharpen up the sides of this eyeshadow by just creating lines. I recommend doing this rather than putting tape on your face, because that can irritate your skin and pull your skin and possibly give you wrinkles, and nobody wants wrinkles. Now, last but not least, I'm going to whack on some mascara, and then you're done. And with that, you're finished this super gorgeous, pretty eye look in under 10 minutes. I love this look. It's super quick, super easy, and I'm definitely going to carry on wearing this throughout the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like this one and comment down below what you want next. Also give us a thumbs up if you like snow, because I love it and I'm about to go outside and play in it after this video. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe and comment down below what you thought, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.